people have been preached to, and they have been pushed to a point emotionally during a service that if they don't come up, they're going to go straight to hell right then, and then God's coming in the next minute. They have been done like that because they're trying to scare them into it. Look here, if you don't get the scriptures and you don't get a message that explains how it all breaks down, at least if you get a little bit of knowledge, gain some knowledge from some teachings, you will have a better idea of what you're looking at here. When you go to school, they teach you out of a book, and then when they feel like they've given you enough information, then they give you a test, and then you either pass it or you fail the test. So when you accept Jesus Christ and you have all these scriptures that you have read or looked at, or you get a message gets presented to you, there's no reason for you to fail the test. Because God, all He wants you to do is follow His laws. And if you don't follow His laws, you're going to flunk. He won the victory. We're fighting from the victory. He's there. All we have to do is accept Him, bring Him into our hearts. All we have to do is let Him take care of every single thing in our life and don't walk away from it. Pretend it never happened. Walk away. Have peace. God, I give it all to you. Now I'm going to go find something else to do. It makes sense. Give it to Him. How do I give it to Him? Just give it to Him. It's not hard. Here, God. Here. Here's the keys to this new truck. Be sure you make the payments. Here's the key to your life. Be sure you abide and be obedient and obey Christ. That's the keys to your new life. Follow God's laws. They were not written for no reason. What's the difference? It's all common sense. It makes sense if you think about it. You have to earn a lot of things. But if you trust Christ and you be obedient to Him and you strictly love Him, He already loves you. What are you earning? A life in eternity. You ain't got to make no payments. You just got to follow the laws. If you run a stop sign and you get caught, you're going to get a ticket. You got to pay the fine. I ain't got a lot of money. Well, my wife does. I'm going to do my best to obey the law. Man's law. Not first, though. I'm going to obey God's laws. Because if I obey God's law, I'm going to obey man's laws because I'm going to be raised right in God's law to follow. When you go to work for somebody, whether you make a lot of money or whether you like the job or not, and I'm not saying you don't, I'm just using you for example. That's why I'm looking at you. It doesn't matter what you do. You do the best job that you possibly can while you're there. And that's respecting your boss, respecting your job. You respect Jesus Christ, you do the best you can in your life to live for Him. It's the same exact thing. How do we not get that? So many people don't want to get it. And it could be in the next hour. We don't know. But He said He's coming back. Well, you better be ready. Do the best you can. Be good and nice and kind to people and compassionate and love them and give them all you got from here. Let them know why you're like you are. You don't have to go in there and do your particular job, Lisa, and be a bad person. Say, look here. This is what the policy says we need to do here. And we need to follow these policies. Now, if you can't seem to get that, we'll just write this little paper up and you can sign it. And we get a couple of them, you'll just be going home. Well, when I go home, you know where I want to go home to? Mansion He built for me in the sky. All this other stuff is just stuff. Pains of life. You got to go through them. But if you follow God's laws, then you'll do your job right. You'll respect your employer. Employer will respect their employees. If everybody works together, if you walk in our building downtown and you say blah, 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 I say thank you. They did it. Who, you say? Well, the ones mopping the floors and cleaning the bathrooms. That's who. Wasn't for them, we couldn't even operate. Don't give the big man over here in that big fancy office all the credit, because the ones out here getting dirty is the ones that's running the place. It's not the ones sitting in the big office. They're just the ones watching the numbers and you're a number. I remember when I left down there before, they said to me, well, you're leaving? Well, I think I am. Here's my resignation. Really? I said, yeah, really. The guy says to me, you know how I feel right now? I said, no, but I know how I feel. Pretty good. He said, I feel sick. I said, can you wait till I leave your office before you get that way? That's the truth, Ruth. You know what? I felt right. And then he had enough nerve to say to me, can you stay 3 extra days when I come back from my vacation? I said, not. Find somebody else. I'm leaving for 2 weeks. That would be 14 days total if you don't count the weekends. And I lived happy as I could be. You talking about no pressure? I had no more for a long time. Now, I didn't make as much money, Johnny, but I was happy. And then they called me back. The foolishness kicked right in my brain. How much you gonna pay me? Sat down with him. There 2 months after I got back. I need you to work more hours. I said, see that door I came in? He said, yeah. I said, I'll go right back out of it. It's true. I didn't call you rude, but that's the truth. Look, God stands by His word. I'm going to stand by my word. And my word is the word that He gives me. By following Him, that's what I need to